going on YouTube? It's Derek, YouTube channel Fast FZ09. Got a video tonight. I'm going to show you guys what I keep in my motocross gear bag, my off-road bag. It's Thursday. We're trying to ride motocross once a week now. So we're going to head out to East Bend Motocross on the other side of Winston-Salem, about a 40-minute drive or so from where we live. And I thought I would show you guys kind of some of the gear that I use off-road, what I take with me when I go ride my dirt bike. So very first thing I take, obviously, is my dirt bike. So I'll get this thing loaded up here before too long. It's a KTM 250 XC 2-stroke. I love riding this thing. We'll get it loaded up here in a little bit. And then for off-road, I'll start off with my helmet. This is a Suomi MX Jump helmet. It's the Monster Energy replica. It's a really lightweight off-road helmet. If you guys have ever heard of like an Aero, that's an Italian company. So is Suomi. Suomi is Italian. Really lightweight. It's got a completely removable liner. You can take that out and wash it, which I highly recommend that you do because it will smell like shit if you don't. But it's got a really cool just Monster Energy theme. I thought it would look good, but it's really lightweight, and that's my off-road helmet. Then for my boots, I'll run, these are basically the baddest off-road boots that you can buy. I mean, they really are. They're the CD Crossfire 2s. And pulling them out and show you guys. The best part about these boots is what I like about them is how thin the toe box is. It's really thin and really narrow. So when you're grabbing gears, you have a really good feeling for the shift lever. The soles are also rebuildable, or replaceable rather. If you see, they just have a quarter turn screw on the bottom. So if these soles wear out, you don't have to ship them off to to get them done. You can just, all you do is just order a new city sole, quarter turn fasteners all the way around, take it off, pop a new one on. But they're really comfortable, especially for an off-road boot. Like I said, they're completely rebuildable, and I love these things. This is the first pair of city boots that I've ever had, and you guys can see, I don't know if the light will pick it up, but I keep baking soda in there just to kind of keep them dry, keep fungus and mildew and nasty stuff from growing in them. So yeah, I love those things. Then for my gear, I usually take 2 sets of gear with me just in case one were to get wet, or I needed a different pair of gear. It doesn't really happen often, but I'd rather have 2 sets with me just in case. The first set that I usually take with me is this ONeill kit. Pretty economical, man. I don't spend a ton of money on my off-road stuff. Street gear, I spend whatever's needed, like on my Cortex suit. But off-road, I'm not so concerned with having the latest and greatest, except for my boots. Those are pretty badass. But my gear here is just kind of basic stuff. Just got an ONeill, kind of a digital camo pattern, matching pants. And then I've got this Foxit, which Fox makes, like, they make the 180 gear, they make the 360 gear. The 360 gear is a little bit higher end, it's a little bit more expensive. I got a good deal on this. This is the 180. I like it. So it's just you're pretty basic stuff, but it's lightweight. It's mesh. It breathes pretty well. And I'll probably wear this Fox gear tonight, actually. And then under that, I usually wear this, which is just an Under Armour vest. It doesn't have sleeves, and that just kind of keeps, like, if you're sweating a lot or if you get really wet, it kind of keeps your nipples from chafing a little bit too. And it's just kind of wicks away some sweat. So I'll wear that underneath. Then with more Under Armour stuff, I usually ride in these Under Armour quick drives, or these Nike quick drives. I always ride dry fit when I ride street bikes or when I ride off-road, so that's good. Then I always take an extra pair of just dry underwear. Those are my GQ Fruit of the Looms. I'll change into dry underwear when it's over, when I'm done riding. And then for like elbow protection, I had an arm injury last year, and so I always make sure I got these on. It's not going to prevent crazy injuries, but it'll help with just minor little falls and tip overs. These are Troy Lee Designs elbow guards. They got a natural bend, natural flex to them, and it kind of protects your forearm a little bit too when they're in place. But they just slide on like a compression sleeve, and I wear those underneath my jersey. Then for knee and shin protection, years ago I had a pair of pretty high-end Asterisk Cell knee braces, and let my cousin borrow them. and I never saw them again. So I hadn't got another pair yet. But these are just what I wear right now. It's just Answer, pretty inexpensive. I mean, these were like under, I think they were less than $40 actually, maybe even less than that. But they're just Answer knee and shin guards. Just kind of gives you a little bit of extra protection under there. Nothing crazy, but enough to where if you were to bump your knee or bump your shin, you're gonna have a little bit of added protection. The gloves that I wear are 100%. These are really thin. Really thin off-road gloves, and I love that. Like, you can really feel the clutch and the brake really well. There's no padding or anything, so they're not the most protected by any stretch, but they're really comfortable, and I really like them. For goggles, I got a couple sets of goggles. The ones that I got right now are my oldest ones that I just grabbed. They were the ones that were the cleanest. Just 100%. They're kind of frayed from where I've washed them, over and over and over. But nothing crazy on these. They've got tear-off posts. You guys can see, well, that one's broken off, but they got tear-off posts, but I don't run tear-offs on this, so that's not an issue for me. What else? My socks. I don't even know what kind of socks these are. These are, what, ONeill socks? They got a cool, just dirt bike kind of theme going on, but motocross socks typically are a little thicker than, say, your average just regular tube sock. And then, once you're wearing, real off-road boots, you want to have that little bit extra cushion and extra support. So this is pretty much my gear. And then in addition to my bike, what else do I take? I take my ramp. This is just a bifold, like I think it's an Oxford ATV ramp. And it's really easy when you're loading it in the truck, just because you got an ATV width ramp to load it on, so you can kind of walk up beside the bike. And then my gear bag, nothing fancy, man. This is pretty basic. It's a Trackside, which I think Trackside is Cycle Gear's, I guess, their house brand. I've got a separate bag that I carry like my leathers in and all my street bike stuff for my FZ09, like when we go do track days or a riding trip. But this is solely used just for dirt. And then when I go to the track, I usually take 2 chairs. I'm taking 2 chairs tonight because my wife's going. I usually take just a folding chair, just a cheap folding chair to sit in, to change in, to get dressed, put my boots on, put my gear on. It's better than sitting in the back of the truck. Got a dirt bike tire there Lindsay gave me. He didn't want it anymore, so I'll take his hand-me-downs. And then this is my cool, like, Gander Mountain, beach diva chair, full reclining deal. And I'll take that for my wife for her to chill in tonight and relax. And then what else do I need? Oh, another thing I need is my gas can. We take these VP gas cans. They're really cool. We got the big spout on them, off-road spout. But all my fuel is already pre-mixed, and my bike is full of gas already. And I run Motorex oil. I run the Motorex Cross Power Fully Synthetic 2T. A lot of the guys I ride with, this is what they run, and it is the cleanest burning, best oil that I've ever seen for off-road. And I like Motorex so much that I run it in my FZ09 as well. So this has Motorex 4T in it. But yeah, that's my stuff. I'm gonna get it loaded up and head out to the track, have a good time, hopefully stay safe, shoot some good footage, and you guys can check it out.